They're fucking 94 overall. Jesus Christ.
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Minnesota Golden Gophs, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Minnesota's offense will go on the attack first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one.
Breaks into the open. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, and blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one, and so I think you're so tired of hitting your own colored jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, the players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He just threw it away, couldn't find a man. I guess at least he saved a few yards of field position. So Notre Dame's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David.
In space. He's brought down the line of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll leave it with him. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Pressure coming. And that one sails through the back of the end zone. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal. You knock it through the uprights. You've got the lead. Everything right now looking good.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The give on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Tracy. There he goes. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on the road.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number one, trying to get pressure on him, get him to the ground as a bonus. They had 6 sacks in the...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Those are hard for offensive line when they get beat. You go, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Bulldozes his way through. They get him down with this offense to set up 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Looking to get it in. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
This offense is so good, and they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. He leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got it in the middle of Jensen. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. Looking for space. It's Turner. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
And the Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking to fire. Buys a little time. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota! He didn't see anyone open. He said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here come the Irish back on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Caught in the backfield, it's Washington. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. No, it's a fumble.
You fucking bitch.
Start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, you take care of that football. If you don't, coach, you on the sideline, you in the game.
He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got a man, it's Washington. Boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And it's right
You need that? Nice.
The lead now 6 here in the second. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Golden Gophers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on the field. Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback. They get him at the 46. And the Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And the returner goes down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, the ground game. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Back to throw, it's caught. Caught on the outside, it's Young. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking the shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. The Irish send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Pulls it in. It's Coleman. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. Rushes on him. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Golden Gophers will have it 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Finds a crease at the 20. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got enough space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Red behind the line. It's Washington. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Quickly out to the tight end. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him? Or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Turner. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB glibness. I mean, I'm going to find ways to get him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
The Golden Gophers moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to run it. On his feet at the 40. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Tried to give it enough.
Not enough power. That's going to hurt.
And guys have to miss the lead.
Damn it.
Just enough time for one final play of the half.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. Pretty good field because
Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the home of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Golden Gophers will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Payne. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here come the Irish back on offense. They start this third quarter, one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Works the middle, breaks the tackle. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost to pick up a first down at the 23. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Irish send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Now, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to...
Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
Oh, they're moving. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Golden Gophers will punt this one away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Falls for and makes the fair catch, but there is a penalty flag down, and we'll see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Power football with the run. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Here's the pressure. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That's caught. It's Coleman. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Caught near the sticks. It's Coleman. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Golden Gophers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Turning it on! They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field.
And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. What a move to get home for the sack. When the Irish get to the quarterback, sometimes you think Brody, but this time you think a dude.
A dude. And listen, the more guys you get like this that can put his hand in the dirt and go get the quarterback, the easier it becomes to call defense. That guy is an absolute stud.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. But they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. The play action fake. Scrambling away. And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Now up by 4 here in the third quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Carr. Completes it in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Looking at left side now. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Leaves it with the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
To the air on 2nd down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Pick off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Minnesota. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And the returner is stopped. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Now they've got breathing room, got 6 all the way out to the 20.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Here's the hit. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
On the run, fires downfield. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Tight end finds a soft spot. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Now on 2nd and goal. Power spin. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'll run the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. And this offense just glad to be taking the field after the return man put it on the deck. Here come the Irish back on offense. Dropping back, it's Carr. Oh, he's got some space. Crosses midfield. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. This guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. LSU is down, but they are not out and not in Tiger Stadium, a place Bear Bryant once said was like playing inside a drum. Maybe the best home field advantage in football. They're trailing by just 4 to Cincinnati. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. To throw, it's Carr. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This defense is going to have to sell out to stop the run and try to get the ball back one last time. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And the Golden Gophers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead. You've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
Second down, he'll throw it. Safe completion on the screen. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season.